Today we're going to learn how to create, modify, and moderate funnels in System.io. So let's start by understanding what a funnel is. To put it simply, a sales funnel is a marketing term used to describe the journey that a prospective customer goes through on the way to their purchase. You will use our funnel feature to build most of your pages, and this is definitely a key feature to understand. So in order to create a funnel in System.io, the first thing that we do is go to our Funnels tab, click on the button Create, and then we just need to add a name to your funnel. You can name it however you want. After that, we choose the domain. If you don't have a domain or the user doesn't have a domain, then you will find subdomain, and this subdomain is given for free when you open a System.io account. But if you do have a domain, then you can go to the settings and then integrate your domain so that you can use it for the pages in your funnel. After that, we need to choose a type of funnel that we want to create, so like the objective for the funnel. We have here several options like build an audience, sell, custom funnel, or we can run an evergreen webinar funnel. We'll start with the first type, which is to build an audience. We will use this funnel in order to collect and save leads who will use our squeeze page for our funnel. So before we click on save to see our funnel, there's an important button right here, the currency button, that we have to acknowledge. So it really doesn't matter which type of funnel we're building. The euro is going to be our default currency. But for this specific funnel that we're building with the goal of building an audience, we're not charging for any product in the pages that we will build. But if for some reason we want to include an order form or a page where a customer would pay for something, then this becomes really important. So here's a funnel that we just created, and let's take a look at it. You'll see that when we go through it, you're going to have two pages on this funnel. So we're going to find the squeeze page and a thank you page. The squeeze page, like I mentioned before, is the page we're going to use to collect information from our leads. So this page must contain a form where our prospective customers will enter their information, and then the thank you page comes after your contact opts in or subscribes. We just want to thank them for their subscription, for their opt-in, and then we can redirect the contact to any other page that we like. So maybe a community, maybe a Facebook group, or really any next step you want your customer to take. The first thing that we need to do when creating pages in our funnel is to select the template that we're going to work with. So we have many templates to choose from in our template library. Right now I'm just going to use any template just to use as an example, but you can preview the templates that you think will fit you best. The same principle applies for the thank you page, so just click on it and select the template that you're going to use. Now let's go back to our squeeze page. After selecting the template, the page is fully functional and ready to go. Over here you can see the link to the page. You can just click on this button and it will copy it so you can start sharing it. Or if you want to take a look at how this funnel step looks, just click right here. It will take you straight to the page that you just created to collect your leads. Of course, this is a completely unedited template. As a user, you will customize everything on your page to match your brand and your needs. So when you're customizing your pages, it's a really good idea to have your brand colors, your brand fonts, your images handy, because that way you can customize it and modify things easily. As I mentioned before, the most important thing for a squeeze page is the form. So you really need to make sure that your form is working correctly so that you can collect all the information from your leads and from everyone who visits the page and wants to provide you with their email addresses and other contact information. Before we learn how to customize our funnels, let's take a look at the buttons and options that we have right here. If you look closely at the right side of each funnel step, you're going to see three buttons here which are specific to each funnel step. The first button is to duplicate the funnel. So by clicking on the button, you will immediately get a copy of that page. The second one, we use it when we want to move the page from one funnel to another. So I just need to click the button, click Move Funnel Step, and then choose the funnel where I want to take the page. And then the third button is the one we use when we want to remove the funnel step. Now let's take a look at the buttons that are located in the right hand corner of our page. This one's right here. The first one we'll see is the View Funnel button. So when you click on it, you will visit and see the first page of your funnel. In this case, our first page is the squeeze page. So if we click here, that's where it will take us. Let's go back and take a look at the second button, which is the Funnel Settings button. You would use it to edit the main settings of your funnel, so you can change the name, you can choose a different domain for your funnel, and you will notice the currency option is shaded, meaning it cannot be changed. So you want to make sure at the very beginning when you're creating the funnel to choose the right currency, the correct currency, because you cannot change it later on. Below the currency option, you will see the allowed payment methods for this funnel. Right now, it's not showing any because this particular account that I'm using is not connected to any payment platforms, but you will be able to connect your Stripe or your PayPal accounts to System, and then those options will appear here. You can activate one payment method or activate them all. That way, if you add an order form or a product to your funnel pages, then the customer will be able to choose if they want to pay with Stripe or with PayPal or with a credit card or with any payment method that you add. Let's take a look at the last button right here. This one is to create and publish a marketplace offer. Let's say you're selling something here and I want affiliates to promote my offer. So you would just click this button and then fill up the form. So you will write the name of the offer, add a small description so that affiliates know what they're about to promote. Also, you need to select a category for your offer. There's a drop-down menu and you can choose a category from there. And then you're going to add an image to your offer. After that, you're going to select the pages that you want your affiliates to promote. So here, for example, I only have a squeeze page. So I don't have an order form, I don't have a sales page. So that's why we only see a squeeze page here. And then for the info page, this is a page that you create within your funnel if you want to add any important information like your policies, your terms and conditions, and just any other important details that you might want to add for your affiliates. And then you click save and your page will be added to your marketplace so that other system users can find it and promote it. In this case, if someone promotes my squeeze page and that person manages to get leads to opt in, then their affiliate ID will be associated with those leads. And if they purchase an offer, then that affiliate who promoted my squeeze page will earn a commission. Let's continue with the last set of buttons that we have right here. On the very top, we have the Save Funnel Step button. This is really important and you want to use it every time you make a change in this stage of your funnel configuration. So let's say, for example, I want to use a different name for my squeeze page. I just change the name and then straight to save. You can also customize the link for your page. For instance, let's just write a squeeze page and get rid of the random numbers. So now I save and then I have a different link. The second button here is the button that we use to visit the page. Then the third button is another super important button and you use it to enter the template editor. That's where you design and customize a template that you chose for this funnel step. The last button is used when you want to change the template of your page. You have to be very careful with this button because if you decide to change your template, you will lose all the work you had on your previous template. It will not automatically bring your text, images, and other blocks to fit the new template.